The colloquial use of the word theory, like a theory about why your car won't start, or a conspiracy theory, is not the same as a scientific theory, like atomic theory or germ theory. To a scientist, a theory is something that explains and interprets facts. Anyone who says evolution is only a theory probably doesn't understand the difference, or is hoping that you don't. There is a lot of misunderstanding about the theory of evolution, so let's emphasize what it is not. Evolution has nothing to do with where the universe came from, that's cosmology. Evolution is not a theory of how life on Earth began, that's abiogenesis. All it deals with is how living things change over time. Evolution by natural selection is based on three simple ideas. 1. Variation. 2. Heritability. 3. Differential reproductive success. In other words, organisms reproduce with variations, those offspring tend to resemble their parents, and some of them will reproduce more than others. If you've got those, you've got evolution. This process explains the unity and diversity of living things today. By now there are literally millions of separate facts from fields as diverse as paleontology, embryology, comparative anatomy, and genetics that support the theory. A good way to understand why scientists are so confident in the theory is to look at the remarkable similarities in phylogenetic trees based on different data. Molecular biologists can construct a tree based on variations in a protein sequence, hemoglobin for example. This tree will overlap one based on geographical distribution and the fossil record, which will in turn correlate to one based on bone structure, and so on. Evolution is change in genetic frequencies over time, and this process explains the similarities and differences amongst all living things. While scientists may disagree with some of the underlying details of how evolution works, there is no debate whatsoever in the scientific community that evolution is a fact, and the theory of evolution is how we understand it.
So you say there's a time limit. You must explain in just 2 minutes why there are so many different things alive. But I can summarize in just 5 seconds. Mutation, translation, expression, occasion, genetic variation, population selection. We're all members of populations. We carry patterns of information. We try to pass them on to the next generations in new combinations. Genetic variation. The populations tend to thrive until they shoot past the food supply. No surprise, it's a struggle to survive. We can now ask why. Some live and some die. Mutation, translation, expression, occasion, genetic variation, population selection. Evolution. Changes occur. Evolution. It'll change the world. Evolution. The changes go on and on and on. Advantageous gene and pass it on to your offspring, they'll have the same advantage too, and they in turn have more success at reproducing. We witness the fitness that's produced when nature gets to choose. Let's give Darwin his due. Over time the population, if left in isolation, is free to go its own way too. Speciation, something new, and all the beauty and diversity of the natural world. Selection. Evolution. Changes occur. Evolution. It'll change the world. Evolution. The changes go